Hey, my name is James Nicholson and welcome to my YouTube channel. Interest rate cuts continue this week. I've got two big lenders that are cutting rates today, which is very, very good news. And there's actually some more on the horizon as well. Now, this has happened since the Bank of England has cut rates, but it's not necessarily happening because the Bank of England has dropped rates. It's more an indication on how busy the market is. And so over the last few months, transaction volume has dropped. This happened in December of 2023. And then the mortgage lenders, the people that you and I get our money to buy property from, they started a price war in January of this year. So January, February and March, mortgage rates started to drop. Then the market picked up. So spring was quite buoyant for the market. And at that point, banks started to creep the interest rates back up. Now, there was a bit of a difficult situation then. Interest rates were going up, house prices potentially could drop, and we had a general election. So buyers just sat out the market. And so the banks in the end of June, in July, and in August as well, they've had to start this price war again. Now, big banks borrow off something called the SONIA swap rate. They borrow from bigger banks. So you might know HSBC and Barclays. Well, they borrow off JP Morgan and other big banks like that. Now, the rate that they borrow at actually dropped prior to the Bank of England drop. And that meant that banks could lower rates to us. But they're not just doing it because their rate dropped, they're doing it because they want more business through the door. So in this video, I'm going to talk about who has cut rates, how much have they cut rates. There's a residential rate here, there's a buy-to-let rate here. So whatever camp you fall in, this is for you. But before we jump into this, as always, if you could do me a massive favour, smash subscribe over there and hit that bell notification. We're on the way to 28,000 subscribers now. I massively appreciate everyone that subscribes. Why would you subscribe? Well, we have the latest property news, investment news, and all sorts of stuff like that. And while you're here, you know what's next, guys. Smash like, tickle like, do something to that like button. That massively helps with the YouTube algorithm, and it gets more views on the channel. So thanks to everyone that takes a moment to do that. So, some big lenders are cutting rates, which is what we want to see. I've got the first one I want to talk about is Barclays Bank. Now, this is good. I'll tell you why this is good. Well, we do a roundup of the best mortgage deals about once every 2 weeks. And normally Barclays is ultra competitive. In fact, they were one of the first lenders to go sub 4% on interest rates in the last couple of months. Now, Barclays is aggressively trying to dominate the mortgage market at the moment. So when they drop, we know that this is good for a lot of people. And this deal will come up on a lot of people's radars as one of the best deals in the market, which is good. Now, first deal I want to talk about is a 2-year deal. And this is for smaller deposits. So it's 85% LTV, loan to value, meaning you either need 15% equity or a 15% deposit. Fees are not bad on this deal. So the fees are $999, which is definitely moving in the right direction. Some places have had, we saw some places, I've actually seen, I'm doing some remortgages at the moment for the properties I've got with my daughter, Georgia. And I saw some deals today that had 10% fees. There's still some crazy deals out there, really, really high ones. I don't know why anyone would even look at that. So $999 is the deal, and they've dropped the rate from 5.22%, where it was, it's dropped to 5.07%. So that's a fairly chunky drop there, especially if you're an interest only. That will definitely make a difference. Now, that's going to help people with affordability, and the monthly payments are going to be lower as well. So that is good. Now, what they also have is a fee-free version of this. So there is no fees on this. And the no fee mortgage that they've got at the moment, 85% loan to value, 2-year deal as well. That has dropped from 5.43% down to 5.28%. So that really depends on maybe the size of the mortgage. If you're going to buy £1 million house, you'd probably go for the fee option. If you're buying a small property up north, you might look at this one. So that's another option. That's good to have. Next is the 5-year deal. This is again 85% loan to value, which is good. The fees on this are $999 again, and they've dropped this one from 4.94% down to 4.79%. So that's a decent drop there. Now the no fee option has dropped from 5.03% to 4.88%. So these are decent mortgages. These are worth looking at, and these are in the ballpark that a lot of the viewers of the channel actually have, because some of the headline rates that we see where we get sub 4% mortgages, when we're looking at those, they have to have a 40% equity or 40% deposit on those. So Barclays, definitely one to watch. They've dropped the rates quite a few times over the last few weeks, so that's good. Next, let's talk buy to let, and this is Virgin. So Virgin again has shown up on quite a few weeks where we've looked at the best mortgage deals. This is really good that they're dropping their rates as well. So they have a 5-year deal, 60% loan to value. So this is good for remortgages or if you've got a massive deposit. Fees, they're not the cheapest, but it's a fixed fee, which is £2,195. The rate is pretty good. It's gone from 4.34% down to 4.31%. So that's good. Buy to let, any drop in interest rate on a buy to let mortgage always makes a decent difference for people. So that's a decent one. Now, next, they've got a 2-year deal, which is worth looking at. That has a 1% fee, which is not too bad. And the rate on that has been dropped to 4.69%. They have not said what it went down from, so I don't have that data, just in case you're worried or interested. Next is, these are all 60%. A 5-year deal again, and this one has a 3% fee. This is the headline rate that they talked about the other day. The 3.93% has dropped down to 3.9%. So that's really, really going to get them some headlines. A sub 4% deal there. Now on their 75% loan to value deals, so these are 60. On the 75%, the 2-year deal has a 1% fee. It's gone from 4.92 to 4.82%. And the 5-year deal, this one has a massive fee, so do check this one work. 5-year deal is 5% fee, and this as well has got this same leading rate there, 3.93 down to 3.9%. Now, with buy-to-let fees, speak to your accountant. You can write off some of those with your limited company. That's an option, so you might not be too concerned about the fee, but do check it out. All in all, positive news. Barclays have been really fighting for rate cuts and being market leader. They're dropping rates again. And these rates here that we're talking about are rates that a lot of people are eligible for. Lots of people don't have this 40%. The Virgin stuff as well is decent. Some decent rates there under 4%. So all worth checking out. There's more lenders dropping rates again tomorrow, HSBC and TSB, so I'll be talking about those rates. They haven't said what they're going to be yet. So do subscribe so you can find out that before everyone else. Do smash a like. Do share this video with other people as well. Do comment below with any questions or thoughts and opinions. Check out all the other content on my channel, including this video right here.